Which one do I use? Oh, my friend. How you doing?
How's the surprise for you?
I was really surprised. I was really surprised. My parents both came, and my dad just kept saying it's a big accomplishment. It's very happy. Don't worry about it. So I was. This is the craziest moment of my life. I can't believe I was very surprised. That's the answer. I was very surprised. Yeah. Hey man. Absolutely. So I just spent like a really, really big portion of my life, as I said, I think concealing my Middle Eastern identity, and it was something that, from 9/11 on, I just felt extremely stigmatized by my peers. I felt like I didn't belong. I felt like my dreams couldn't be possible. I felt so socially limited by that identity, and so what I meant by that was that sort of these things that we feel like inhibit us can actually turn into sort of the motors and the engines to try to change that. And so I think the theater and being a part of the theater and this production sort of changing my perception of my sense of the world, my sense of what it means to be a Middle Eastern man, and it's certainly changing, I think, a lot of other kids who are feeling like there's pathways for them that didn't exist before. And so, for any high school kid, whatever it is that they might be ashamed of, these things actually turn into strengths, and that we have a way of sort of morphing and modifying whatever it is that we feel inhibited by into things that actually make us feel very powerful. I never, ever thought I would be here as a kid. I didn't make the connection. I felt like the gap between where I was from and my background was too wide to be here. And so I learned today that was not the case, and I hope that other kids find that as well. Hey, man.
You auditioned a lot.
Yes. Yes, I did.
What kinds of advice do you have for actors who are going for a lot of auditions?
It's interesting that you asked that, because I think that the reason why it took that long is because there was such a gap between myself and a fear of what it might mean to publicly play a Middle Eastern role. As I said, it's an identity that I was so scared of. And so over the 9-month process, I think that it really turns to something that I learned you gotta have skin in the game. And the other part of it is that there's also part of it that's about the craft. And so over the 9 months audition span that I had, I continued to be in classes every week. I was in acting classes. I never let the sides go. I continued to work on it. And so I think that the biggest thing that I would say is that you have to have a sense that whatever sort of objective result happens, if the first audition doesn't work out, it's not your ceiling, it's not your limit, because we as human beings are constantly in motion, and we're constantly capable of evolving. And so that's what I would say, is that whoever you feel, whatever limit you feel like you have, or wherever you are in the pecking order. I mean, there are kids in my college program who would not believe that I'm standing here across from me right now because I didn't get the solo, or I didn't get the role in a certain show. And so it's about continuing to love the art and the craft more than anything else, and trust that that can evolve amidst the objective sort of disappointments. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.